God and Me, and I'm your host, Mary Amy, coming to you live. My site is listed on the screen, maryamyofficial.com. As an intuitive wisdom coach and empath, I'm ultra sensitive and capable of understanding and knowing your spirit. I've joined forces with the four elements of nature to be in the flow. Let's begin to transition bad luck and bad karma to goodness. Angels are celestial beings performing acts of goodness for humanity. I hope to bring us together in a peaceful way of life. On today's show, we have topics, a prayer, a quote, angel facts, a visualization, and we have guest psychic Evelyn from Scotland, and we have a gemstone. Today's prayer. It's a Buddhist prayer for peace. I feel that this is a good time for us to all reflect and to try to tune in and find our inner peace and calmness. And for many reasons, after this whole situation is past, and we need to stay grounded. And for right now, to try to just get through it. The Buddhist prayer for peace. May all beings everywhere plagued with sufferings of body and mind quickly be freed from their illnesses. May those frightened cease to be afraid, and may those be bound be free. May the powerless find power, and may people think of befriending one another. May those who find themselves in trackless, fearless wilderness, the children, the aged, the unprotected, be guarded by beneficial celestials, and may they swiftly attain Buddhahood. So today's quote is, if the sight of the blue skies fills you with joy, if a blade of grass springing up in the fields has power to move you, if the simple things of nature have a message that you understand, rejoice, for your soul is alive. Eleanor Duse was a famous Italian actress, and she was also considered a mystic because she engulfed herself in every one of her roles, where she left her actual idea of who she was and her characteristics and engulfed a role. She was born 1858 to 1924. She passed away. There was many books written about her. I had gone to a speech coach for many years, and she actually gave me a book about her, and so it kind of popped into my head and it didn't leave, and I wanted to bring her up because her spirit was very powerful, because she followed her passions and she trusted the universe that the right opportunities would happen for her. So what is a mystic? A mystic transcends ordinary human knowledge, becoming one with a higher power, God or deity, receives divine messages, a truth seeker, visions or prophecies, and believes in sacred and mystical experiences. Mystics gain awareness through meditation, prayer, and nature. All of those things I believe in. I'm trying to just kind of give everyone a moment to look at something, another alternative. And I'm not saying that I know everything about everything I speak about. I'm learning as well. And so I'm sharing with you the information that I gather. So I would like to do a visualization before our guest today. Okay. I'd like you to get comfortable So relax your body. Close your eyes. Now breathe. Take 3 inhales and exhales. I'd like you to do a body scan from the top of your head to the tip of your toes and exhale any tension. Now, I'd like you to imagine a stream of rainbow light in the sky floating towards you. The vibrant colors of the light, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and violet. This rainbow stream of light surrounds your being. The rainbow light begins to spin clockwise. 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. And now it spins counterclockwise. 1, 2, 3. You feel the energy and the power of the light. The colors of the rainbow permeate your body, filling you with all the colors. You feel the light reach all your cells, giving you hope and joy. Feeling contentment and peace, please breathe out old energy and breathe in the rainbow light. You are now letting go of the past, your anger, your fear, your sadness, your stress. You're looking forward to the future. You feel calm and peaceful inner spirit. And now you begin to feel better emotionally and physically. I will count backwards and you open your eyes. 3, 2, 1. Okay, I want to tell you that we have this morning, who I'm going to share with you, we have Evelyn. And Evelyn is a psychic from Scotland. We've had her on the show before. She gives psychic readings, card readings, with angel cards, fairy cards, dolphin divination cards, oracle cards for over 7 years, via phone, email, Facebook, and in person. Let me share with you Evelyn. Okay, wait, there you go. Hi, good morning.
Hiya.
How are you?
Good, thank you.
Now, what time is it in Scotland right now?
It's about 12:10, lunchtime.
Lunchtime, okay.
Yeah.
Well, here it's, I think you know, because I say it all the time, 7 a.m. We start 7 a.m. and then the guest comes at 7:09. Evelyn, you're so dear to my heart. So what happened after the last show that Evelyn did, which was last month, she gave me the most amazing reading with all these decks of cards, and then she broke everything down all the meanings. And I have to tell you, since that reading, a lot has changed for me. I'm moving. I have cleansed my space and I've thrown away bags and bags of garbage and actually papers. It wasn't really garbage, but it was garbage now. And I'm kind of cleansing my life. So I want to thank you because whatever that whole meaning behind the reading that you gave me, it helped me to kind of move forward with my life. And it was time. So, thank you so much for your super positive attitude. How do you do it? How do you stay positive?
It just happens. I don't know.
So you're just positive, like you wake up every morning with a big smile on your face.
Not always.
Okay, so question, because you do a lot of angel card readings, and I thought that was fantastic because it was very it was like a divine messages. Have you ever had an angel encounter?
No, I get a lot of angel signs. I get feathers. I've got lots and lots of feathers that I find. I get, like, I find coins. We get small coins, and usually the coins have a date. Well, they do have a date on it, and they usually have meaning for me. But I'm always finding feathers. No matter where I go in the world, I'll find an angel feather always.
Really?
So I know that. Yeah, yeah.
I know, because it's funny. I had looked into what are signs of when you've seen an angel, or not seen one, but had angel presence, and it was feathers and coins and bells ringing, and if a book opened up and there was a passage you should be reading from a book, and then it might be that you feel that an angel has touched your face or brushed against you. It could be a wind. So that's amazing. So which archangel do you feel closest to?
Gabriel. So
Really?
Archangel Gabriel, I feel, because I do a lot of, like, I do like poetry, and I do quotes that, as I say, I get from spirit. It's not me; it makes them, it's like given to me. And I know, like, Archangel Gabriel is like the archangel both of communication and of creativity. So that's obviously what I'm meant to do. So I know that is who works with me, and Archangel Raphael as well. Like, he's the other one who I feel works closely with me. So
Do you feel that
that,
the archangels are protecting you? Because I know that angels are supposed to be guiding us and protecting us and sending us messages. Does it make you feel that you're more protected?
yeah, definitely, because there's a lot of things has happened to me that in reality twice I shouldn't actually be still here. So somebody's looking out for me. So there is definitely. So I've had, like, no death
Oh,
experience twice now, so I have. So there's definitely somebody there that's keeping me here for a reason.
well, thank God for that.
Yeah, definitely.
I I I I understand that because I've had two NDEs. I've had two myself. So I know that I'm really lucky that I'm still here. And I every day wake up and I try. Initially, sometimes I wake up kind of like, oh no. And then I say, wait, hold on. Let's get it together here. You're okay. You're here. You're alive. You're healthy. And some people have it so much worse. So how do you receive your divine messages, Evelyn?
I used to always get them through my dreams, but now it's as if it just hits me. I could be sitting doing something, and then
Mhm.
I get them. So that's when I'll go on to, like, my Facebook pages and type things out, because it's just given. It must be at a time when people need to see it. I think, and so I do it. As long as I'm nearby, I can do it straight away. So there's always a reason. I feel like I get given things at a time when people really need to see it. So
Well, you have beautiful Facebook pages. She
thank
has
you.
two Facebook pages, Psychic Evelyn and then Psychic Mermaid of Sea, and beautiful, beautiful posts. So, what are can you tell us? I don't want to get too personal, but can you tell us any messages that you've received or anything out of the ordinary? I know that the last time we spoke, you knew about some kind of tragedy that was about to occur. Is there any messages you could share with us?
Um, I seem to, for some reason, and again, I don't know why, like, when there's going to be something happening in the world, it's not always nice, unfortunately, but I seem to be, that's what I get given, and that's something I don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
I've had the same. I got up one morning, and I had said to my mum when I come downstairs, I said, "There's something's going to happen with a boat," and I kept saying it was like Belgium, Amsterdam, Holland. I said, and I don't know why. And she said to me, "Watch the TV, watch the news," and it had happened already before I actually got up. So it's things like that I get. As I say, I don't know why I get that. I don't know if that's where Archangel Raphael's working with me, as in like helping
Right.
people who have
Well,
obviously been hurt. I don't know.
well, you might, they say psychics are very open channels. So the vibration of um, that event was so strong that you kind of knew maybe in real time that it was happening or
Yeah,
before, right?
yeah.
Do you
Um,
ever have any premonitions, whether it be just in your daily life or, like you said, your dreams, that are for your friends or your family? Maybe don't do this, or I mean, it could be good or bad. Do you ever have any
yeah.
premonitions about anybody personally close to you?
When it comes to my children, I seem to get things like for them, and I don't like reading for my family. I explain I like to read for people I don't know, but it's like a forewarning. So I ask them like not to do something, and again, I'm always telling them to trust their intuition around like things. But when it comes
Mm.
to my children, I suppose it's just a typical mother's thing. We're always protecting them. So, but I do get things for them, and so far I've been. I don't like to say right, but I've gave them the right information that helps them make the right decisions. So I do.
So that's very validating when you have a premonition and then it actually comes true.
Yeah. It's, you don't always like to be right when
Right.
it comes to
I
those things,
understand.
but
I always say silly things like, when I'm stuck in traffic or I'm late for something, or everything seems to go wrong before I'm supposed to be somewhere, I always say, well, that means that I shouldn't be there because something bad could happen. I just have to this is the way the universe is taking me. I have to just trust.
yeah, that's like I feel with divine timing. If you're not doing something that you really want to do at that time, if things like, I don't like to say obstacles, I feel it's stepping stones. So if you're stopped forgetting to do that at the time that you want to, there's always a reason. That's something I've found quite a few times now. So there's obviously a reason you're getting prevented from doing it at that time, and it usually works out for the best rather than the negative side. So that's good.
I totally agree with you. And you know what? I found that everything, I try to kind of connect with the flow of nature, the flow of energy, and everything seems to run seamlessly. But then when change is about to occur, everything breaks down. Things, don't work anymore. There's like little disasters here and there, and then it's almost like the universe is reconfiguring itself for the new situation. That's what I've experienced. So you have this Facebook page, Psychic Mermaid of Sea, which I mentioned earlier, and mermaids are beauty, grace, and represent freedom, rebellious spirits, and independence. Why did you pick mermaids to do a page?
I love being by the sea. So mermaids are magical. I'm always going on about magical this, magical that, because I just feel, again, you can bring the magical times into your life. We don't always see it, but there's always something happens that can bring it in. And mermaids are just, they're like, I don't know how to say it. To me, they're like storytellers as well. Like I don't understand why I'm even getting given that, but there you go. But they are, mermaids are like storytellers, and I know there's a lot to do with fishermen and things like that. There's different ways that mermaids can be brought, but just see them as magical creatures. I love being by the sea. It's like where I'm meant to be, and at the moment we can't get there because of what's happening. So it's like
Oh,
it's just I can't wait to get on an aeroplane, get by the sea again. That's what I'm wishing for at the moment. That's what I'm manifesting. um, But I don't know, there's just something about them. And same with dolphins. I love dolphins. I've got so many dolphins about the house. It's unbelievable. I love them. So there must be a connection. I don't even know if it's a past life connection to the sea. There's something that really pulls me to it. So I don't know.
I'm also drawn to water as well. What you just said really resonates with me because I'm curious about the story now more. So about mermaids, and you mentioned fishermen,
Yeah.
and I don't know. I'm just gonna, after we get off, I'm gonna look into that because I find that fascinating, and what they represent is just beauty and grace. So would you do us a favor, and can you pull a card up? I want to do a shout out for some of your loyal friends who watch us. Alice, Carrie Wilson, Maureen.
Thanks.
So would you pull, Evelyn, would you pull a card, or what should we do this for? Do you want to do this for a particular person, or should we just do it for someone you don't know?
Yeah, someone I don't know.
Someone you don't know. Okay.
Yeah.
So how about if we do it for, let's see, we'll do it for Norma. This is for Norma. Do you need to know anything else about Norma?
I'm getting the month of February and I'm getting the month of October. And when I get given months, it could be a birthday, anniversary of a passing. So that's
Okay.
the 2 months that they're giving me with that. Now I'm picking up, and I don't know if she's quite a calm lady, very calm, and I feel people round about her as well. She makes them feel calm because like I'm saying her name, I just feel as if, because I was really nervous again before I came on this morning, but I just feel as if I've been like calmed down, and that's what I'm feeling. I'm picking up from that lady. She likes to talk. I wonder. I like to talk, but she does. She likes to talk. I feel as if as well. Like, she is there for a lot of people as well. She's like, I keep saying, a listening ear to other people. And I just feel as if, I said I'm calm, but I feel she does that with other people. She's meant to be around other people. She's not meant to be by herself. I just feel as if that's when she feels at her best as well. She's got to be surrounded by people. It's who she is, and it's her nature as well. But very determined lady, because I'm getting very determined. She's very determined. Oh, there you go. This card's sticking out. Oh,
You're awesome. What card is it?
It's 3 of Gabriel. Now, what did I say about Archangel Gabriel? I'm trying to see which.
There's Gabriel.
Yeah. Okay.
Communication, which is what you just said.
Yeah. Another ship. I don't know if people can see it. I'm trying to show. I'm going the wrong way. There's a ship.
Yeah.
Okay. So ships, obviously travel. It's like talking about travel. But I feel not just travel as in the material sense of traveling. I'm going to give this lady's got mediumship abilities, because that's what I'm picking up here. And the travel is like the communication that this lady gets. Okay. Travel as well as like moving forward. So where things might have been stuck for Norma, I just feel as if they're now going to start to move in the direction that she wants them to, because I just feel as if, she's not somebody that gives in easy, and I mean that in the nicest way. She's like, something stops her, like what she's been talking about. She'll look at ways of getting around that. Okay, she won't be kept stuck, because that's just not who she is.
Nope.
Very determined.
You're accurate. She's not nothing stopping her. Wow.
I'm also saying, I don't know if you can see, there's actually angel wings on here, so I'll try to see.
Yeah.
You see the angel wings? I'm trying to point it out.
Oh, right up here. Yes, I do.
Okay. So she's a lady who has a strong connection to the angels as well, and I feel she works with them a lot. Okay, and I know we're just talking about that, but I just feel she works with them a lot. I'm drawn to the red in the dress that the lady's wearing. Oh, I keep going the wrong way. That's to me is about passion. Okay, it's passion for what she does, but and it's also real passion, like for the people around her. It's
Mm.
just she's a very loving lady. That's
Yeah.
just who she is. It's her nature. She has a very loving nature. She just, as I say, she seems to just be there for a lot of people. But I want to say to her, she's got to remember to take
She's
some
what?
time. She needs to remember to take some time for herself too.
Yeah.
Because I
Yeah.
feel that's something she finds difficult to do. She knows she's here for to do something, and she doesn't want to. It's not selfish to take time for self love. Okay, I'm
Mm.
getting given that. That's what I've just been given. So that's something that she obviously needs to hear. But hey, the determination will keep her going no matter what we tell her or what we say. Cards are always given as guidance. The readings that we give are always given as guidance, and people need to, look at how they want to move things or change things. Mm. Blue, lots of calm. I said calm. Oh my goodness, I wasn't even thinking. But the blue on the card, oh, I've gone the wrong way again, is all about calm. We say calm water, calm seas. So even though
Mm.
life hasn't always, I feel for this lady, life hasn't always been easy, but she just keeps working through things, and that's brought the calm waters for her. And again, the colour blue is communication, but travel. At this time, I know it's not happening, but travel is coming forward for this lady, be it local, be it overseas, because the ship obviously sails overseas. There's something special coming up here because I'm feeling it really strongly.
Mhm.
I don't know, she's looking
That's
ahead.
Evelyn. See, it's just my gosh. Wow. That's that's amazing that you get all of that and you're accurate. Um, wow. Thank you for doing that for us. And so now everyone can see how amazing she is at this and all the information that she's gathering just from she's getting the person through time and space, really. And you just know, you just heard her name, but maybe my energy, I don't know how you did that. So wow. And you do, when you do a regular card reading, or you're kind of combining your psychic skills with reading cards, with reading your, that's amazing. So as you go on, when you're doing a reading, the more cards you pull, then do you get more powerful reading?
I just feel a lot of times the readings that I give, cards, if I use like different decks of cards within one reading, you'll find you get the similar message from
Hmm.
both decks. It's like a story again. It follows on, and it's as if you're getting the message that you need to hear. It's getting repeated. So that's when you know it's important for the person because it's the same things coming through the
Gotcha.
different cards. Again, I don't understand how it works, but it's obviously the way I'm meant to do it, and it's the way it comes through for me. But I love that because it just gives the person, it's helping them see what they're thinking about is getting given the go ahead, basically. So no, I love it. I don't know, I love it.
I get it. You're a conduit for all of these divine messages, and like you said, you're communicating the information that you're receiving. What was I going to ask you? I was going to say that some of your friends actually posted. Maureen McKay said, thanks, Evelyn. Linda Edgar said, thanks, Mrs. And then she put, I'm here, and blow kisses. Hello, Evelyn. Maureen McKay said hi. Linda Edgar, is she one of Love Angel Cards? Is she one of your followers?
She's one of my friends.
Oh, one of your
Uh,
friends.
yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, I'm sure you have very beautiful friends that uh, appreciate you because, like you said, talked about boundaries and making time. So I know that you're very aware of keeping boundaries. So if you let someone in, they must be a good person.
Thank you. They usually are.
Do you ever have any other psychics give you a reading?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
You
I've
do.
had a couple, so I have. And Kerry, there's a place in Glasgow that we were at just before the shutdown, the lockdown, before that happened. We went there, so we had a reading there. It was actually quite a fun night because the poor medium, it was between me and Kerry because we both know we kept getting a message from from that person, and the
Mhm.
medium was laughing, saying, "Can everybody else just leave the room because it's obviously them that's meant to get the message." So it was actually very funny. And Alice is a medium, and she
Mhm.
actually gave me a reading from my mum the other night. It was my mum's birthday last week, and she gave me a reading as well, which was spot on. So thank
Nice.
you.
Very nice. Alice Harley just said hi, Evelyn.
That's Alice that gave me the reading, so that meant a lot.
Aw, so sweet. So do you have any upcoming events that you wanted to share with us? I know your site, which I believe is on the post, is psychicevelyn.co.uk.
Yeah, no, I've not got anything coming up at the moment. I've got a lot of ideas. I'm good at having ideas, but don't put them into practice. But I'm thinking quite a lot that I'd like to be doing once things start to go back to near normal. So
Right. Well, are you so in Scotland right now? Now, where you live, is it all beautiful countryside, or is it
we do have
what's it
a
like?
lot of countryside, but there's the sea is in the next town as well. But again, we're not allowed to go there at the moment. So because
No.
of the lockdown, we can't go there yet because in Scotland we're still in lockdown. So we can't actually get to the sea. We're not allowed at the moment.
What is lockdown like in Scotland? Is it here? We can only well, it's changed, but we're supposed to do this social distancing, wear a mask, and we can go to. There's grocery stores that are open and essentials. What's it like where you are? What's
And
lockdown in Scotland like?
yeah, in Scotland, only if you're going. Well, you can use them if you're going to the supermarket. The masks. They're not saying it's you must do it. They're just giving you guidance and saying if you feel you want to. The same with public transport, they're encouraging you to wear a mask. You can go to the shops for just essential groceries, go to like the chemist to get medication.
Hmm.
And if you're caring for somebody, you can, go and take shopping and things to them. But otherwise, you're not allowed to be going out. Saying that yesterday, they said that we can exercise more. We're allowed out. Apart from
Hmm.
me, I'm shielding, which means I'm not allowed out the house for 12 weeks.
What? Wait,
It's
what?
called due to my health problems.
Oh,
I'm not allowed out the house for 12 weeks, so it's called shielding. So you're getting asked to remain in due to obviously the risk that you have should you go outside. But
so
I'm still
so
not
you're
allowed to.
so where you are, when they say lockdown, they mean you're not allowed to literally leave your house. But with your case, even you can't leave because of health reasons.
Yeah, but other people can if they, like there's still supermarkets and that open, and obviously the nursing and doctors they need to go to work. It's so they can leave the house, but they're just encouraging people not to go
Hmm.
out. They want people to stay in the house except for essential purposes. Don't go out unless you need to. They're still telling us that here. England's different. They're saying that they can go to work. Other people now can go to work and things, but not us. We're still not
Did
allowed.
they announce, Evelyn, like how much longer that is for you?
No, they're just for people here. They're saying till the 28th of May. They're going to look at it again, but there might be changes happening
Hmm.
before then. Let the lady will keep checking to see what you know people are allowed to do if she can change anything. But at the moment, she's just asking that people follow the guidelines and
Hmm.
don't mix with people if you don't need to. Social
Right.
distancing, you need to be out and about. So
Wow. It's a really difficult time for many people, and I think it's stressful. And I've kept doing this show throughout because I feel like I'm trying to bring a calm and peaceful inner spirit. And I'm just trying to be maybe a little bit of a distraction and know that we can use this time to do other things, follow your passions and, I don't know, communicate. You brought up communication. Archangel Gabriel. and communicate more with people, maybe spend more time with loved ones and more time with nature. Okay, so I want to share with everyone that you can find Evelyn, Psychic Evelyn, at her website, on her Instagram, Psychic Evelyn, Facebook, Psychic Evelyn, and Psychic Mermaid of the Sea. And I'm really happy that you joined us this morning, and I am wishing you health and happiness, and we'll talk after this, of course. And is there anything you want to say to our viewers before?
Just stay positive. The change is definitely in the air. We're starting to see movement with things now, and just keep safe. That's it.
I love that. We'll have a wonderful day, Evelyn.
Thank you again for
Thank you
having me
so
on.
much. Take care.
You too. Thanks a lot.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
She has such a warm, beautiful heart, and she sends goodness and light to everyone. You can tell. You can, certain people you just meet, and I haven't met her in person, but I can just tell she's just a good lady. Okay, well, so let's move on to, we're going to talk about, okay, so I had this obsession, which I'm going to show you. I had this obsession. I had this obsession with, you can see this. Oh, that's Elsa jumping around. I'll put it there because then you can see it while I'm talking. So I've had this obsession with vortexes. Let's see how you're going to see this. Got to figure out how to do this. So I had done this painting collage, and this was actually magazine clippings, and then I put nature around it. So my obsession began in 2013, which is when I did this painting collage. And a vortex is a circular motion that tends to form a cavity or vacuum in the center of the circle and draws towards this cavity or vacuum. Once a vortex is moving, it carries with it an angular or linear momentum, energy, and mass. There are what's called paranormal vortexes, which defy laws of physics, time, and space, and are openings known as gateways, doorways, or portals. These unusual energy fields cause a phenomenon. There are very well-known spiritual locations on Earth, and there must be a spiritual vortex there, which is the cross point between energy fields. So some of the most, I found that there are, so there's that. So here's a list. This is very interesting. There's a list of the high energy, high vibration locations on Earth, and I posted it here. And I'm not going to say the name. I butcher names, so I'm just going to say there's one in Spain, India, New Zealand, Indonesia, the Dead Sea in Israel, Angkor Wat, Cambodia. Sedona, Arizona is the one in the United States. When I was looking it up, I said, okay, is there a spiritual location in the United States? And I kept thinking, I wonder if they're going to say Sedona, and they did, which I still have to visit. Machu Picchu in Peru, Urla, Australia, the Sanctuary of Apollo in Greece, and the Western Wall in Israel, the Temple Circuit in Japan. So these locations are visited by many tourists, and I think these locations bring positive energy to people that visit them, and they help to connect the person to more of themselves and divine energy. So let's see, where's that? Okay. So I would like, I'm going to move this over so it's distracting. I would like to bring up some angel facts. Evelyn mentioned archangels, so I thought it would be a good idea to talk about archangels. I've talked about guardian angels, and guardian angels, we each have 2 of them from birth that stay with us throughout our lives. And angels are protectors and guiders, and they send us messages, and they make themselves known that they're around us to help us feel support and validated and guide us. I know it's interesting, when I started doing this weekly show on Wednesdays at 7 a.m., I brought up angel facts, and it's funny how, maybe it's a coincidence, they say, but things started to just kind of connect for me more in my life, and I became more aware. It's like I was giving the message of angels, and somehow everything became more clear. Archangel Raphael, whose name means God heals, this powerful archangel can help you achieve inner peace by leading you to a more optimal state of being. Archangel Raphael brings our planet closer to peace on earth, the mission of all angels, one person at a time. Now, Archangel Michael appeared in the 4th century when he was first seen as a healing angel, and over time as a protector of the leader of the army of God against the forces of evil. And I believe Archangel Michael usually has some kind of warrior armor and a sword. Now, Archangel Gabriel is considered to be the angel of communication. You can reach out to Gabriel for guidance, support, to evoke his powers of communication. Now, I've referred to these archangels as he, but archangels are non-gender. And I truly believe that I was visited by one of them. And one of the things that happens to me when I started to connect with my abilities, people that had passed would try to communicate with me. So I would close my eyes, I would go to sleep, I'd close my eyes, and then I would see different people would come right up into my face, complete strangers, because they knew that I could see them. And one night I closed my eyes and I saw this enormous angel from the side. It was a profile, and the wingspan was to the ground, and I know it had something around its head. I don't know if that was feathers or hair. I don't know, but this was the form that I would understand it. I think that's how it presents itself, because angels are made of light. Anyway, so it was profile like this, and then I thought, what is that? I'm saying, what is that? And then it blinked a few times for me to know that it was alive and that it was an alive angel. But I still have to make a painting of it because it was fantastic. So that's one of my experiences with angels. I do want to remind you that I do have a t-shirt, and when this whole thing breaks free, I'm going to have pick up the other t-shirts, which are going to be done in gray and black with different colors, and you can find them on my website, maryamyofficial.com, and you write down why you like the show, because I love to hear that, and I've gotten a lot of comments lately, and I want to tell you that is so helpful to me, because sometimes I feel like, why am I doing this? So if I know that I'm bringing something to someone, maybe one little shred of something, that's all I need. Okay, now today's gemstone. So it's from the glitter box. And what is today's gemstone? Today's gemstone is rose quartz. And the healing properties are universal love. I need love. And it restores trust and harmony in relationships and unconditional love. It purifies and opens the heart at all levels to promote love, self-love for inner healing. I like that. It's all good news. And feelings of peace. It accelerates healing and support for the psyche, allows you to let go of lost love, which is a sad thing. So I'm going to hold that dear to me today because sometimes I feel very alone. And so I'll feel love from my gemstones. I wanted to bring up one other gemstone. This on this little flower table. This is a clear quartz. And that is the most powerful of all the tumble gemstones, but this actually is more raw. And this has a high vibration and amplifies energy. It enhances clairvoyance. So my third eye, I should put the gemstone. It increases spiritual wisdom and it promotes clarity of the mind. So, and it's pretty to look at. Just positivity before we go today. I just wanted to mention this book that I'm reading, and I think it's lovely. I have read some prayers from it, the 8 Steps to Happiness. But it's a wonderful book, and it takes me a long time to read books like this because there's much reflection, and some of it I don't really understand because it's very it's Buddhist. It's Buddhist teachings, and I'm just trying to get through it. But, it talks about Buddhist teachings, talk about suffering and perspective, and, we're all suffering in one way or another. And I think we have to know that if we find peace inside of ourselves, then the world out there doesn't seem so overwhelming and stressful. I know there are times because like yesterday I had a rough day and everything just seemed to come piling on top of me and I didn't know how I was going to get through it. And I just had to say to myself, hold on, Mary, because this is an emotion. It's not concrete. It's not going to hurt you. It's just how you feel right now. And so sometimes I look at the clock and I say, okay, let's say it started happening at 11:30 in the morning, which is when it did. Then I say, okay, just get to 12:30. That's all you have to do is go 1 hour. And then it seems to kind of work out. And I guess I own it more. I embrace it. I say, well, if things are going to go bad, I'm going to embrace it and see what this is supposed to bring me. Because like I said with Evelyn, that change, things go wrong before everything's about to change. Everything you say, think, and do designs your future. Fear, negative thoughts will become darkness in your life, attracting unhappiness in people, relationships, and career. Let's create only positive thoughts. Thank you for joining me. Please like my Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, Mary Amy Official. Please follow me or like my page. Wishing you create light, art, actions of kindness and compassion to clear away darkness. Lasting repercussions through a chain of events. With awareness, you can change your focus, your mood, yourself, and your happiness. I'm sending out prayers to all of you, hope, health, and happiness. And, send a message, offer me a direction to go in if you want me to talk about something. But just know that I'm here, and I'm trying to send light, and I hope that you feel a little bit better today after this. Thanks for joining me.